All right, guys, so I want to show you a little bit more with regrouping when we're subtracting, just because your screen is going to look a little bit different than how I drew it out. So on this one, we have 46 minus 9. Now I kept this 46 minus 9. It is movable, but if you accidentally move it or delete something on it like that, you can always go press the undo button, and that will set it back to where it was before. So on this one, we have 46 minus 9. I can tell already that I can subtract this number. If I have 46 items, I can take 9 away and I'll be okay. So I'm just going to set up the 46 right now. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I'm going to set up the 46. So 1, oh, there we go, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And I'm going to use the line tool here. I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to click and drag. So I'm going to click it down and drag the line down. It does not need to be perfect, and you can always move it. And then unclick when I'm ready. I'm just going to move this over. So I'm going to click away. I can see that it's crooked, and that's okay. I'm just going to move it over. There we go. So now I have my 10s and I have my 1s split up. So right away I see that I have a problem. There's more on the floor. So I'm going to need to go next door to borrow 10 more. So the ones are going to have that problem here. They see that there's more on the floor. They're going to knock on their neighbor's door and they're going to say, "Excuse me, 10s, we have a problem. We just don't have enough to subtract. Can we borrow a group of 10s? And the 10s are going to say, "Absolutely," because we're neighbors. So the 10s are going to move a group of 10 over to the 1s. But this is going to be difficult to subtract. And the 1s don't like having a 10 group. They like being 1s. So they're going to do a fair trade. They're going to trade a group of 10 in for 10 1s. So they're going to do that now. So they're going to move this over. They're going to put 10 1s up top here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now in my equation, in my number sentence, I need to show that these numbers have moved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my line tool again, and I'm actually going to cross off the 4 because I don't have 4 anymore. And I'm going to take my line tool again, and I'm going to cross off the 6 because you can see that I have way more than 6 now. Now I'm going to take something called a text box right here, click on it. You're going to click and drag this one as well. So I'm going to click and drag it over, drag it down, and unclick when I'm ready to type my numbers up. So I don't have 4 anymore. I can see that I have 3 in the 10s. And now I'm going to click off that. Now I'm going to do another text box because I don't have 6 there anymore. I have 16. Now I know this because I have one group of 10. So I have one group of 10 and I had 6 1s. So 16. Now I'm ready to subtract. And I'm going to click off of that so I don't move it anywhere. Again, if you do make a mistake, you can always press that undo button. So I have 16, take away 9. So I'm going to take away 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to count to see what I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 left in the 1s. And I'm going to take 3, and I have nothing to subtract. There is a 0 here. So 3 minus 0 is 3. So right now I have 30 left in the 10s. I'm just going to backspace. So I have 37. I'm just going to move this over so it lines up a little bit more with my 10s and 1s. I click off, and you can move to the next question. So this part is going to be a little bit tricky because we haven't done this before. So you might want to just take some time to play around with making lines and making text boxes before you solve the equation. All right, let me